So would you rather be shot into space or explore the deepest depths of the sea? What'd be better for you?
So I want to say I want to be shot out in space.
Okay.
But the idea is pretty darn big. You're out there.
It's big. It's big.
I've been pretty vocal about how stupid space is. So I think I got to go sea. But can I not do it with Ocean's Gate?
I guess my question is if I'm shot out into space, I'm in a safe space pod, obviously.
I don't know that anything's safe.
Well, I'm in a space pod of sorts. I'm
Dude,
not.
You
life,
are, yeah, we're not shooting you out of a cannon and you're just all of a sudden out there floating.
It's a crazy game. I
As
never
a
know the
person.
rules.
life is not safe. Kevin can't give you those guarantees.
You'd be in the safest that we have of manned spacecraft. You'd be sitting shotgun with Elon Musk on one of his rockets.
I want
In a
to.
giant penis rocket.
Oh, that's actually Bezos. That has that.
Jay Bezos.
Different billionaire.
Different guy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do space because it's in my heart. I want to know what the heck's going on out there.
Yeah, I think space is the better answer. Engineer Key sent a really informative email. Maybe we'll break down on the after the show today. And it kind of explained, we had that conversation yesterday about what is harder to navigate. And he was saying it is the sea, and it's because of the pressure. You know, they talked about when that Ocean Gate, the Titan submersible, imploded. It had 400 times the pressure on the surface of the Earth at those depths. And so that's really what is tricky. So for me, space over sea.
I'm going sea, but I must insist to be on a Navy submarine, not some submarine that a guy built using some parts that he got at Outdoor World.
Do me a favor, respect the game. You can't start making these. You see what I'm saying, Kev? It's the game that is the game. You got to go down in. You can't do a Navy. You can't do Navy
Why?
because
You're going in a
The question
sanctioned
is,
rocket.
how deep do they go? Where we're talking about you're exploring. And so you could go on the submersible that James Cameron did to the bottom of the Mariana Trench, and that seemed to be great. I mean, he went much deeper than the Titan submersible did and was fine.
so James Cameron's going to be in there with you,
Yep. And an avatar will be in there with you.
and you love blue. Loves blue.
An avatar?
Virginia sinking to the depths of the ocean with James Cameron and an avatar.
We'd still be able to hear her.
Oh, man.
Oh, I would be complaining very
Oh
loudly.
man, he would go out worse than Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic.
He just opened the hatch and be like, take me now.
Yes.
Just take me now. Okay, would you rather be a controversial historic figure or forgotten immediately after your death? No one ever talks about you again, or they talk about you, but some people are like, I don't know. They might talk about you the way we talk about Thomas Jefferson.
I mean, you're dead, so it's kind of like.
Yeah, hey, you're known for generations, if not centuries afterwards.
When you say controversial,
It's debatable. It's debatable. And I bring up a Thomas Jefferson because there are a lot of people saying, I mean, look at what he did for this country. Oh, the slave thing. You know, so you've got people like that, you know, there's a little controversy around, you know, your reputation and who you were.
I'd rather be forgotten than known for anything with stank on it.
yeah, I'm forgotten. Oh yeah,
Forget me.
He invented bread, but he murdered people. You know what I mean?
I'm not saying it's to that level. We don't know that Thomas Jefferson ever murdered
No,
anyone.
but I'm just saying it's kind of like one of those things where, they did some great stuff, but then it's equally horrific stuff they did as well.
But what person, what historical figure is not going to be relatively controversial? Can you name really one that, for the most part, they were unscathed? You talk about even the heroes that you've had, Mother Teresa. You got to say now, a little controversial, right?
Oh, the modern day internet, they come for Mother Teresa. They come for Gandhi.
So, you know.
They do.
Yeah, I mean, you know, those are two people that are controversial historical figures, but they're well known still. We still talk about them.
Being well known when I die is just not important
That's
to
just,
me.
there's the out right there. She's right. When you're dead, you're
don't
kind of just
care.
like, I'm not going to care, so I might as well not have this stank.
Your family will care.
No.
The people that come after
I
you.
care more about my family not having stank on them because of something that I did that was controversial.
And maybe what you did wasn't that bad, but there's still, no one's going to like somebody completely 100%.
You're not going to talk me into it.
Yeah, I don't know why you're yelling at Virginia,
Okay.
Kevin.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you why I would choose to be the controversial historical figure remembered rather than just forgotten right after
And
death.
I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Because it means that you did something significant in life. You impacted other people. If you're forgotten right after your death, you didn't. And why were you here? What did you do?
All I'm saying is, I asked how controversial in your first example. It's like Thomas Jefferson, slavery. I'm like, oh, I'm out. Like that's such a controversial. I wouldn't want that.
And some people debate and they say, okay, he's a man of his era. You have to look at him under the microscope of how he lived in the day. In the day, people are like, yeah, he's all good, man. I love the guy. Now, as we've gone through the prism of time, you look back and you're like, yeah, there were some things that probably wasn't that awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm going with Virginia on this one.
Okay.
Forget us.
I'm going against the grain, man. Remember me.
We don't want this
Debate me.
stank.
Well, I just don't know. And the wheel of controversy, I don't know what it's going to land on. You go, hey, it might not be that controversial, but then you go Thomas Jefferson.
And it lands on slavery.
Yeah.
Somebody texted in, they said, too late, V, there's already stank on your legacy.
Oh,
I mean, come on. What the heck is that? What the heck is that? People writing jokes today. People writing jokes.
That's not a joke. That's just a mean comment.
I know, right?
Where's the punchline? That's just hurtful words.
Would you rather never use the internet again or never fly on an airplane again?
Ooh, I guess airplane, because I use the internet way
Yeah.
more than I air travel.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go airplane too, but it's surprisingly I don't mind flying. My
Yeah.
anxiety issues aren't bad up in a plane.
It's weird.
It's very bizarre.
Because you hate heights.
I kind of feel like I don't know. It's kind of cozy in there.
I've heard of people doing that Mediterranean cruise, and they'll even take it out of South Florida. That doesn't seem that bad to me. I'd do that. Yeah, give up the plane easily. Internet? Oh, man, good luck, right?
I know, because there is a lot of cool stuff on the internet.
And we use it every single day, multiple times an hour.
I bitch and moan about social media. You still can use the internet without social media.
Yeah, no doubt.
I'm mansplaining the internet to you guys.
Thank you.
What's this internet?
You don't need social media, guys.
Okay, and would you rather know when you're going to die or how?
Ooh.
I do not want to know when. I would rather go with how.
Me too.
And I really don't want to know
Yeah.
that either, but
Because I often wonder, is I-95 going to kill me? I don't want to go that way, man. I don't want to go that way.
It's got a kill count. It's a legitimate fear.
Jeez. Yeah.
I don't want to know when. If I knew when, that would always that's kind of plague me.
But if you know how, if it is you're going to die on 95, then you're like, all right, never going on 95 again.
That's cheating the game, though. You'll end up on I-95 somehow. That's how it works.
In a way you would never think. Yeah,
Yep.
that's just the way the world works.
But then if you're ever on 95, you are literally crapping your pants the entire time.
Well, if you always went your whole life to avoid it,
it's over. Yeah.
As soon as
if
you get
somehow
out,
you get forced on 95, you know it's curtains.
they won.
yeah, man.
You know it's curtains.
The Grim Reaper's coming.
That's a Final Destination stuff right there.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it, you'd be like, I'd never go on I-95. Imagine you get arrested for jaywalking. Virginia puts up a fight, and the cops are taking you down to be booked at the station, and they turn on to I-95.
Exactly. You go on an Uber ride. You
Curtains.
Take the turnpike. Oh, traffic jam.
It's curtains.
Dead as doornails.
I like how in your scenario, I put up a fight, but yet he gets arrested.
It's the way the world works.